In the annals of sporting history, few names carry the weight, power, and influence of Serena Williams. She is not only remembered as one of the greatest tennis players of all time, but also as a woman who successfully transformed athletic dominance into financial power. Serena's journey from the cracked courts of Compton to the Forbes list of richest self-made women in America is a compelling story of grit, brilliance, and foresight. Her net worth, now estimated at $260 million as of 2025, is a testament not only to her triumphs with racket in hand, but also to her ability to reimagine herself as an entrepreneur, investor, and cultural icon. Serena's foundation of wealth was laid on the tennis courts. With a career spanning nearly 3 decades, she collected over $95 million in prize money, more than any female athlete in history. Every Grand Slam she conquered brought her not only glory, but also hefty checks, often in the millions. Yet, Serena understood from the start that while prize money was essential, it was not sufficient to build lasting wealth. Her father, Richard Williams, instilled in her and Venus the wisdom to think beyond the moment, to see themselves not just as athletes but as brands, and to imagine futures larger than tennis. Endorsements elevated Serena from a tennis star to a global household name. Early in her career, companies recognized her magnetic presence, her charisma, and the cultural shift she represented. Her long-standing partnership with Nike became one of the most significant in sports marketing, extending beyond apparel to special collections that fused athletic wear with fashion. Serena's Nike designs were not just about performance, they were statements of identity and empowerment. Beyond Nike, Serena partnered with Gatorade, Pepsi, Wilson, Beats by Dre, Aston Martin, Lincoln Motors, Audemars Piguet, Subway, and Chase Bank. Each collaboration added to her fortune, and at her peak, she earned $20 minus $30 million per year from endorsements alone. These partnerships were carefully chosen, reflecting her philosophy of aligning only with brands that resonated with her values. For Serena, fashion was more than a hobby. It was another avenue of self-expression. She had long stood out on the court for her bold and sometimes controversial outfits, which challenged tennis traditions and gave women permission to embrace individuality. This passion for style led her to launch her own fashion ventures. Her first line, Anayoris, Serena spelled backward, marked her entry into design. Later, she launched S by Serena, a modern fashion brand with inclusivity at its core. The clothing line was praised for catering to women of all shapes and sizes, reflecting Serena's broader mission of empowerment. While not as lucrative as endorsements, these ventures established her as more than an athlete. They showed the world she was also a creator, willing to take risks in industries where women of color were often excluded. Perhaps the most defining chapter of Serena's financial story is Serena Ventures, her venture capital firm founded in 2014. The company was born out of her realization that the startup world often overlooked women, people of color, and underrepresented communities. Determined to make a difference, Serena began investing her own money in emerging businesses. By 2022, Serena Ventures had backed more than 60 companies, many of which later became household names. These included Impossible Foods, a leader in plant-based meats, Coinbase, a cryptocurrency giant, Noom, a wellness app, Masterclass, a global learning platform, and Daily Harvest, a health-focused meal service. Unlike many athletes who squandered fortunes, Serena used her earnings as seed money for a portfolio that will likely outlast her tennis legacy. She became a respected figure in Silicon Valley, proving that her competitive instincts translated seamlessly into business. Serena's wealth is also tied to her investments in real estate. She has owned homes in some of the most exclusive areas of the United States, from Bel Air and Beverly Hills in California to Palm Beach, Florida. In 2017, she purchased a Beverly Hills mansion for $6.7 million, a property reflecting her taste for modern luxury. These homes are not just residences, but part of her wealth-building strategy, appreciating in value as the years go by. Unlike some celebrities, Serena is not known for excessive extravagance. While she enjoys luxury cars, designer clothing and fine jewelry, her public image is one of balance, an athlete who indulges but also invests wisely, thinking of the future. Beyond business, Serena leveraged her cultural power into media influence. She has been featured on the covers of Forbes, Time, and Vogue, each cover deal reinforcing her brand value. She produced the documentary Being Serena, which gave fans a personal look at her life as a mother and athlete, and she and Venus were executive producers on the Oscar-winning film King Richard, which told their family's story. These projects not only amplified her legacy, but also added streams of income. What makes Serena's financial story even more compelling is her commitment to philanthropy. Through the Serena Williams Fund, she has supported education initiatives, built schools in Africa, and contributed to causes advancing gender and racial equality. In her view, wealth is not only for personal enjoyment, but also for creating opportunities for others. Her venture capital firm doubles as a form of social change, focusing on uplifting founders who would otherwise be ignored by traditional investors. For Serena, this balance of profit and purpose defines the true meaning of wealth. By 2025, Serena Williams' net worth stands at an estimated $260 million. This figure represents $95 million in prize money, the highest ever for a female athlete. Hundreds of millions earned through endorsements. A thriving investment portfolio through Serena Ventures, fashion and entrepreneurial projects. While she never officially achieved the 24th Grand Slam title to tie Margaret Court's record, Serena's business empire ensures that her legacy will never be measured by trophies alone. She stands as proof that a woman, especially a black woman in a historically exclusive sport, can command influence not only with athletic brilliance, but also with financial power. Serena Williams' net worth story is one of transformation. It is the story of a girl from Compton who grew into the greatest